All right, YouTube, I'm into a little project here. Got several problems. One is the spall's leaking. Two, as you can see, all of the jets are out. I'm going to have to replace those. Most of them anyway. There's a few here or there. Next is we have a circuit board issue. It's just displaying overheating all the time. I've looked inside the heating unit, nothing's blocking it, the water flows good, the pumps work, everything works, but it'll run for 2 seconds and then it'll kick off. So everything I've read online, it's this board. This is a Balboa N7. So I'm going to replace it. I'm going to replace everything inside and see if I can get this old hunk of junk working. It was free, so I'm going to be in for a project. Okay, so got in the ACC 1000 Smart Touch Digital Spa Controller. Comes with the cables to replace my existing. Comes with the manual. Everything looks good. So can't wait to get this installed. I have a link in the show notes to where you can get this replacement part and how much it is. So let's get it into the spa. Okay, and back inside, here's what it looks like with the cover off. Alright, so in order to get this old spa controller out of here, I'm going to have to disconnect the power, disconnect the unions, and disconnect the pump 1 and pump 2, and the top side controller that comes down to right here. So let me drop the camera and get to working on that, and I'll take this out. Okay, now that's all out. Just have to pull it out. Job done there. And I do want to say, before I get comments below, I did try to do everything I could to save this. I pulled the actual PC board out. I soldered all the cold joints, if there were any. I got my soldering iron and I soldered everything behind there to see if there was any cold joints. None was had. I tested the heater. Everything was reading correctly. I even switched out these sensors, and with new ones, that wasn't the problem. So I tried everything in the world, and finally, instead of hiring a technician to come out here and charge me $50 to $100 just to get over here and then to tell me the board's bad, I thought I'd rather just spend the money and get a new controller and just wipe everything out here and with a new controller, and that way I can kind of start from scratch. So that was my decision-making process. Yes, somebody that's skilled, it's probably one of these relays, it's probably something down here that's simple, but I would never find it, and I tried every way in the world within my limited power to fix it, and it just didn't work out. So I figured the best course of action would just be to replace everything and then go from there. So that's what I'm trying to do with this new spa controller. Okay, now to get this in place, get everything together, I'm going to have to tighten up these unions, and then put the ground into this from right here. Then I'll open this up and figure out the wiring for the pump 1, that's a 2-speed, and pump 2, that's a single speed. So that's going to be the big thing. All the lights, all the top side, and everything that comes into the board will be pretty easy. Just need to figure out the wiring. So let me put this together, get it secure in place, get the unions together, and then we'll figure out the motor wire. Okay, now that I've got the unions put in and it looks like it's pretty well in line, I've got to bolt these two down to keep it steady. Next major thing is hooking up the power. And there is the way it is. The neutral's in the middle, line 1 to the left, and line 2 to the right. So let me get these power in there and we'll move on. I got my 3 legs of power in. Neutral in the middle, black hot to the left, red hot to the right. Next, for the top side, I'm gonna have to pry this up. And the silicone's coming up easy. And there it is. Okay, now all we do to remove this top side is I've got it loose. Pull the wire out. And then I just need to drop this in. Now I'll take this strip off. I'm sure it's got adhesive, but I'll set it in place first. That's how you do that. So I got the motor spliced in, and you're just gonna have to look at your instructions to see which is the high. If you've got a 2-speed pump like this, the ACC 1000, the black is the high voltage, and the red is the normal current, and then the green is to the green and the white to the white. And so I'm getting ready to do the pump 2 second motor, and then I'll be ready to go. Okay, I'm going to fill it up now, and the water's on. Check for leaks. I had one off camera but now I think it's in line and not leaking. So let's keep my fingers crossed that everything's okay while it fills up. Okay, real quick before I turn this power on, I've got to do something. I've got to switch the blue and red striped one in the neutral peg over to the red one so that I can have 230 volts or 240 or whatever it is. My motors are 240, so I have to switch that in order to make it work. So one of the next steps I need to do is to replace the jet. I've already taken the old jet out, and I've got the new one. Incidentally, I'll put a link below in the show notes where you can get this. But what I need to do is I need to find this notch right there. I need to line it up with this notch right in the thing, and it should just snap in. And now I can tighten and lower it. And that's one job done. Okay, going to give my spall filters a little clean here. I've got me some spall cartridge filter cleaner here. Going to give them a squirt. Oh, this stuff stinks. Alright, so I'm getting both of them done. They're supposed to sit here for 20 minutes, I think it is. And then I'm going to get the garden hose and spin them. Alright, let's hope that cleans it. Get all this soap off. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright. Oh, mission accomplished. Wonderful. Wonderful product, the Smart Touch 1000. And dog likes it. And got the link below, and it sure rescued this hot tub, so very pleased. Thank you for watching.